I was still gripping the leash when he said it. "You're fired. You chose an injured stray dog over this company." My father-in-law's voice echoed off the glass walls. The conference room had gone quiet, the way a courtroom does right before the verdict. I looked at him, his polished watch, the smug sneer barely hidden behind his gray mustache. I didn't say a word, just kept my hand on the trembling dog beside me, the mutie I'd pulled off the side of the freeway. Minutes before my first day. But then the HR manager, Rachel, stormed in like she was breaking a hostage situation. "Turn on the news." We all turned toward the wall-mounted screen, and that's when everything shifted. 6 years ago, I met Evelyn at a fundraising gala. She was elegance in motion. Black dress, red wine, silver laughter. I was the underdog software engineer tagging along with my co-founder. She sought me out. Her father, Charles Marston, didn't approve. Said I wasn't established. Evelyn said that's what she loved. We married in secret, and when her father found out, he made a grand show of forgiving us, offering me a job in his firm, a token gesture dressed up as an opportunity. I was stupid enough to take it. I first noticed Evelyn's detachment a year into the marriage. Quiet dinners, eyes glued to her phone. Forced smiles, no questions about my day. Just silence. Her perfume changed. Her passwords did too. One night, she left her phone on the kitchen counter while showering. A message lit up. "You should be CEO. He's too soft." It was from her father. She'd replied, "He's still useful. Let's push the dog story tomorrow." Dog story? I didn't react, not then. The plan formed quietly. I withdrew from the company servers. Copied only what mattered. Emails, logs, the original product code, mine, before Charles slapped his brand on it. Then I played dumb, played late, played emotional, let them think I was unraveling. And while they planned to force me out, blame my absence, point to that injured dog as the breaking point, I was orchestrating something else entirely. I sent an anonymous tip to a journalist I trusted. Insider fraud, shell companies, falsified patents, all traceable back to Charles. And Evelyn? I planted a seed in her head about launching her own startup just for her. She liked the power play. I knew she'd take the bait. She did, and she used my code. Now, back to the conference room where the screen lit up with breaking news. CEO Charles Marston under federal investigation for corporate fraud and IP theft. Sources say evidence was leaked by an internal whistleblower. More at 11. Charles turned pale. The room turned on him in real time. Legal watched him. Finance walked out. PR was already on the phone, and Evelyn, my wife, froze. She looked at me like I just stabbed her through the ribcage. Maybe I had, but I wasn't done yet. The final blow came at the shareholder meeting 2 weeks later. Charles was suspended. Evelyn stepped up as interim CEO until the board reviewed the evidence of her unauthorized use of stolen software. She didn't know I had already copyrighted the source code under a separate LLC. Her shiny new startup shut down in 48 hours. She cried in court, claimed she was misled. Her father's lawyers tried to pin everything on her. I didn't need to testify. I just watched. They'd built a world on control. I just let them trip over it. Evelyn and I signed the divorce papers in silence. She tried to look sorry. I didn't give her the satisfaction of my anger. She asked, "Why the dog?" I looked her in the eye. Because it was loyal, even bleeding. It didn't leave me. I started a new company with that journalist. Transparent, lean, independent. One of our first hires, Rachel, the HR manager who turned on the news that day, she said she'd always hated Charles's empire of manipulation. She just needed a reason to jump. The dog Finn made a full recovery. I kept him. Every morning now, he waits by the door, wagging his tail like I'm the most important person in the world. And every morning, I look in the mirror and remember they thought I was weak. They mistook silence for submission. But I wasn't quiet because I was scared. I was quiet because I was planning. And when I spoke, they listened, and they fell.